Start every video with a smile. Alright, my wife is my director back here. She's not getting in the pool. She didn't bring anything to get in the pool with. And this is episode 8, from what my video says, of Pool Talk, the world famous Pool Talk with Frederick 24/7 365. It has been a lot of days. I have been here in the continent of Africa, the country of Ghana, the city of Accra, been in the mountain area of Abrut. I think I've been here, how many days? 13 days? I think it's 13. 13 days. 13 days. Last time I was here, it was 11 days. This time, it's been me and my wife the whole time. I mean, of course, the first time me and her were together the whole time. But this time, have you gotten tired of me? Are you tired of me? Ready for me to go? She said, no. All right, so that's a blessing. That's a blessing. So I need to go back to Kofi and get a shave and get my haircut redone. We need to do that probably. Yeah. Oh, shave how he did me. Remember last year? Yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. You know. So pool talk. Pool talk is where I'm in the pool talking. That's all pool talk is. Same thing as gym talk. I'm in the gym talking. Just talking. My wife asked me, could I swim and go under the water? I ain't swim. I think the last episode is a year and a half ago. It looks like after I got back home last year, I did an episode of Pool Talk. I got in the pool there. That was the last time I've been in the pool. I mean, I've been around the pool. I haven't been in the pool. And I've been around a lot of pools. I just haven't been in the pool. So I hadn't done an episode of Pool Talk. So what is Pool Talk about? Uh-oh. Look at that. Is that a mosquito? Are you warm? So you're good out here. Yeah, I keep the room too cold. We're trying to get to a temperature that is comfortable for both of us. Right now, people, in the DFW area, it is 40 degrees at night. I mean, the daytime high, I think, was 70. And I mean, it's still, I think it's a 6-hour difference, so it is daytime right now there. So it's a difference. So it is what it is. You know, I like the cooler weather. I don't necessarily like cold weather. You know, I can deal with a day of snow, 1 day of snow, but I think more humane now. You know, because people are going to be out in that weather and it's dangerous. So I like cooler weather, but not cold, icy weather or snowy weather. You know, unless it snowed during the day and by night it was already melted or something. Yeah, think different. But all right, so the trip that we're on, and I've said it in a little small videos. So people who are listening to this video, almost 4 minutes into this video, there's a lot of videos I've done. There's a lot on YouTube right now that I've posted. But see, YouTube has an ability. When you're the controller of your account, you can make videos private or unlisted. So there's a lot of private videos that I've already done that we've already done I've been editing and doing little silly stuff with. They're there, but maybe they're too sensitive. Maybe I'm talking about catchy subjects. I had a conversation with her uncle today about, you know, certain videos, because everything is security sensitive. You culturally sensitive. You have to be very culturally aware of where you are. Like one of the things I talked about, I don't even think I posted this video. I am very pro Ghana. I'm not against any forces here at all. These people are doing an excellent job running their own country. Trust me, America has its own issues, but I'm very pro-America. I don't care who's the president. Long as they're not destroying our economy or sending us to a world war, it's the same. We're just doing the same stuff we always do. America's capitalism with a hint of democracy that is supposed to be a republic. So, the Republicans talk about less government, but more people control. And the Democrats say, we're going to promise you everything, but we want more control. They go back and forth with the illusion. But basically, in all the years of my life, it's the same stuff going on. It's the same stuff going on. Did I experience the craziness of the 50s and 60s? No, I was born in the 70s. Even in the 80s and stuff was there, but it wasn't as crazy as it was in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. So, things have changed. Now, what I'm more worried about is the younger generation. In the DFW area, hell, the governor just passed a law about street racing and them doing donuts in the middle of the street. They call it street takeovers. This is just crazy stuff. Then we got the gun laws, which in my state, your right to carry is your constitutional right. I don't say you should open carry. Police open carry. That's what they need to do. Private citizens, in my book, should conceal carry. But that's the difference. I told her uncle today when we were overlooking the area that we're in, the growth that is coming here. Money is coming here. If you think this is an unstable economy or unstable area, you're wrong. This is, I compare it to Accra to Atlanta in '93. And you say, well, it's 2023. No, listen to why I said this. Because traditionally, people are still selling their items on the street. People are still out there asking for money on the streets. Men and women are going back and forth to work. The economy, people are moving around. It's a booming economy here in Accra. But why I'm comparing it to Atlanta in '93, because in '96 they had the Olympics. So I think they knew about it for at least 4 years before the Olympics. So we went there in '93 for a family reunion. And during that vacation time, you saw so much growth. They were doing the interstates. They were building parks. They were doing a lot of things to change the city. Well, I moved there in 2001. I got a chance to truly experience what I call the Black Mecca. And that's what I'm telling you Accra is and that Ghana is. It is a growing Mecca. It is a growing place of obviously everybody's here is African. The vast majority are from Africa and the vast majority from Ghana. But that's what it reminds me of. And like I said, if you go to Atlanta now, man, Atlanta is one of the most booming cities in the United States. I think the Metroplex has got to be in the top 4 or 5, at least in the top 6. I think the area, the circumference and the things get passed by certain, like Houston is ridiculous. Houston's huge, DFW is huge. So we already know about Chicago and Los Angeles and then New York. So Chicago, Los Angeles, New York, and Houston are the top 4. I think Atlanta's in the top 8, minimum the top 10. You got to understand the top 10 cities, and they're probably in the top 30 in the world. Because you got to understand, there's some cities like Singapore and stuff. Their population, or Tokyo, is like ridiculous. Makes New York City look like nothing. But I'm telling you, you see it in the skyline. I'm looking at the skyline. I'm looking at development. What I'm telling people is money's coming here. Money is coming. If money is, we saw, there's a video that is not seen on my videos. There was a Porsche, like a Porsche Cayenne, or like a 911. I don't really know Porsche. Just, I knew that thing was new and it was expensive, and it was right there in front of where we're at, and it was nice. And I'm telling you, when wealthy, rich people start showing up, things start changing. The economy's changing. So I don't know if the people here are totally ready for that, but mostly people change. They adapt to their environment. But economics is coming. Man, people with economics want to be here. There's some, we looked at a little thing here. They were talking about townhouses, 4-bedroom townhouses in Accra for $165,000. So you got to think, A person who can remote work, who basically use a laptop and almost work anywhere in the world, long as they have Wi-Fi, internet access. They can get their family over here. $165,000. I wish to God I could find a $165,000 home in the DFW area. That is a dream. A brand new home, 165,000, 4 bedrooms. That is right now. That is a dream, an illusion. You know, maybe 10 years ago I had a inkling of a chance. Now, no. But think about it. That's what I'm trying to say. This world has become a more of a interconnected world. That's what the internet is. Enter the net. Enter the web. So people can do what they're doing. And if you got a man and a woman, say the woman, she does sales and all she needs is internet connections. Say the man does marketing or logistics, and all he needs is that web access. They're going to have multiple devices that'll provide. Like my phone will hotspot, pretty good. It hotspots enough where I can play video games at home. I mean, that's pretty good. So you got to think these connections now are changing people where they can be everywhere. I have a physical job. Once again, people, I am a regular worker. Don't get it caught up that I'm on here doing which is my blog, talking about stuff. I go to a 9 to 5, people. I got a boss, hope he don't watch none of these videos. I got a boss. I got someone. I got to go clock in and do a certain amount of time and go home. I don't have it like that. I want it like that. That'd be nice. But people got it like that now. My former fiance, she worked at home during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So she didn't have to go to work. And there's so many other people. Another person I knew, I hung out with a lot, man, she had the same thing. Her job, one of her jobs allowed her to work from home. Her other jobs, no. She had to travel, but she traveled. She flew everywhere. You look at my old videos, that's who I was hanging with. But that's what I'm saying, man. This world's changing. And I know people want to do the doom and gloom. Look, World War 35 ain't started until World War 35 starts. And sometimes I question, have there been any real wars? I question this holographic matrix sometimes. Some things make me wonder. But that's what I'm saying. People, it's changing, and that's another thing. People think that the filthy elites or filthy rich, and I don't even want to say filthy rich because that's a bad term. But you think these people just all of them get off on war and destruction and want to see the population? No, when your supply is energy, like the Matrix, the more the better. More the better, people. I mean, shit, they'll like to see the population of this planet 100 billion. More energy the better. They'll be up in the movie Elysium. They'll be up in their little station looking down and being perfect. That's how they survive, so those are the things you got to look at. This, like I said, this is me blogging. This is my episode of the world famous Pool Talk. There's a 14-minute video. There's a lot of talking in here. I'm blessed because ain't nobody else down here but me and my wife, and there's a bar that's here open until the time. Man, this place is actually live. It's a youthful kind of place. We got a guy behind us. See, if I speak it, what he's saying, Field of Dreams, if you build it, he will come. My wife's hitting mosquitoes. You want to say hello? On camera? She's like, no. She wants to go to sleep. I had to get at least one episode of the world famous Pool Talk in. I said it about 20 videos ago. Pool Talk will return in Ghana. So hopefully this video turns out good. If not, I'm gonna have to come back to this pool again tomorrow. But the trip is starting to wind down. You know, like I say, if I post this other video talking about the economics of this, I know people are looking at this thinking some kind of illusion like I got money. This is credit, people. This is what America is. You take a chance and you put it in credit. So that means everything, I've got a short window to pay stuff back. And if I don't, they're going to add interest. And I've already calculated a certain amount of interest that I'm going to see, because I don't have that type of money. That's where people who don't understand economics, they don't understand that you can bring in a certain amount of money, but you can have a credit line with a certain amount of money. That's how people get houses for very good deals. I mean, people looking at the market, they're talking about the market is at 7.5% APR in the United States, which is still low considered the 80s was at 14%. And people are going to pay in a 30-year mortgage, they're going to pay like maybe $200,000 more than what that home they bought it for. But if you have, your credit is very good, you get very low rates on cars and houses. The better your credit, the more you have physical cash saved where you can put a down payment and stuff helps a lot too. So look, man, that's understanding how it flows and how it works. But like I told you, I have to go to a 9 to 5. Just like y'all get up and go to their jobs, I got to go to work. I got to go to work and make this happen. My wife works. You know, if I'm rich, that means why is she going to work? She works. You know, but it's like I say, some people, they see you, they thinking, oh, buddy, he got money. This is a year and a half later. We're doing our honeymoon. A year and a half later. So what does that tell you? If I had money, I would have been over here, a month after we got married? Come on, get real. People who got money travel. People who got money ain't giving you access to them. They ain't gonna give you no access. You know, you look at Mr. Beast and all the stuff he does with his channel, but try to find Mr. Beast and walk directly up to Mr. Beast and try to get money from him. You know, no, that ain't how it works. That man got security, that man got bodyguards. People who have economics are protecting themselves because they know the world they live in. So, no, people, it's like, it's hard to explain to people. Minds are closed on stuff. But like I said, this is coming up on a 18-minute video. It's the world famous pool talk. I'm in the pool. I need to go into the pool and come. Yeah, I'm not trying to show my out of shape body either, so it's mostly just facial. One of the biggest things that I'm working on, this is the goal, by my 50th birthday, I want to be able to show my body. I want to be able to show muscle and slim down over 100 pounds. So I know that y'all are going to see a major Dr. Sebi cleanse coming up. You're going to see a lot of fasting. I give out to Kali Muscle, who's been doing some crazy fasting on camera to show people. It's showtime. It's showtime. I have an objective. I have an agenda. And I'm a vlog about it. I'm a video about it. But that being said, we're going to slowly wind down pool talk. Once again, I'm talking and I'm burping. Oh, and by the way, we're eating too much. This place is, oh man, they food is, they give you a lot of food. So I need to do a day without eating. I told you that day before I come back, oh man, I have to not eat. That plane trip's 10 hours, you know. That plane trip's 10 hours, 10 hours. So it ain't like the airplane bathrooms are just like the Royal Inn, you know. Look, you know. Also, I got to do reviews on the places that I've stayed. I may do some videos. I took a lot of videos of different stuff and places to stay. And I'm not going to destroy anybody's establishment like that, because all the stays we've had have been pretty good. Even this one was starting to turn out crazy. And I just spoke to the manager, and the manager made an agreement with me, and we got some things worked out. And I'm glad of the location right now. I'm glad of the opportunity here. Trust me, it's costing credit. It's costing credit. It's costing money I do not have. So if anybody's 20 minutes looking into this, go ahead and hit me up on my PayPal. Cash out. If you could please send me about $2,000, it would be appreciative. So, yeah, because none of this stuff is cheap. Like I said, if you stay where the people stay mostly, you'll get more affordable rates. But you got to understand, it's a cultural difference in lifestyle. You know, certain things that are not acceptable in America, like a toilet not flushing in a hotel room. Man, that's a 1-star hotel, Mosey Wozy, or a 2-star at the best. And the bed being too hard. These are things that, man, they just don't make it, you know, in a country that is about money and keeping up images and stuff. That's why people go under. People start these businesses with all this enthusiasm, but they got to keep the food quality up. They got to keep the service up. Customer service has taken a huge dive in the United States in the last 10 years, which at one point in the early 2000s, it was a big thing. You know, Chick-fil-A is like the king of customer service. They kind of scare you sometimes. I did go to a Chick-fil-A that ticked me off, though. And that's in Cedar Hill, Duncanville area. I never did do that review like I wanted to. I kind of let it go, but yeah, they wouldn't sell me a large cup of ice cream. Oh man, I didn't eat that ice cream. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But here, like where I'm at right now, these people are scary friendly. Like, look, if you have any eye contact with them, they're like, "How you doing, sir? You having a good day, sir?" The last hotel we left, same thing. They're saluting you. They're waving at you. They appreciate you bringing economics to them. They appreciate you being there. They show their appreciation that way. And it ain't all about tips. Like, it is not, to my knowledge, and I've asked, it's not the cultural thing here to really tip like that. You know, I mean, it's just not. I tipped my Uber driver. He was coming from a place called East Legon. You know, what they call the rich neighborhood over in Accra. It's I think it's northeast of the Accra Mall. And it's a place I want to go over there. But he was coming from over there, and he knew he was going to Accra Mall. Then he knew where we were going. And he was like, "Nah, man, that's going to be a difficult trip this late at night." And I told him, I said, "Hey, because Uber, you can tell how much he's getting." And I said, "Hey, basically, I'll double it to get you here." And it was worth him coming to double it. And I basically did. I doubled it to get him here. But the truth is, and that was $5. It was $5. My trip from the DFW, from my house to the DFW airport, is at this point more money than I've spent on taxis and Uber here in Accra. More money. That trip that I got to make again when I get back home, because ain't nobody picking me up and taking me home. You know, I got a so-called brother there, and I wish you would listen to this video, you joker. You be asking for money and understand why I won't give you a penny, because you drive Uber, and I would easily cash you out to give you to save some money, but he don't want to do what's right. And if you're watching this video, this is whatever, boy. But it's like, it's still, I'm spending more money in America for one Uber ride than I've spent the whole time I've here, and I'm barely close to it now. Barely close to it. And I definitely ain't gonna beat it, because this part 2 gotta come when I get back. So out of all the Uber and taxi rides we did here, probably barely just over half of what 2 rides are gonna take when I get back home. So America's expensive, people. America's expensive. What they say, the new middle class minimum wage is $50 an hour. And if that's true, that means I am considered poor. If that's the new middle class, I'm working poor then, because I don't make close to that. That's why I say you have to be careful how you spend. This is a year and a half of savings and getting things prepared. This ticket was paid for 4 months ago to clear up enough room so I can accumulate other things while I'm here. I had to pay this stuff. I wish I had got these rooms paid 4 or 5 months ago, so I would be free and clear. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And like I say, anybody want my Cash App or my which I ain't got neither one. I'm gonna have to make this stuff up. Man, yeah, send me two. If you ain't sending me 2,000, just keep your little chump change. Nah, I'm joking, man. But no, it's anybody who knows travel and doing stuff. It's difficult. It's difficult. You have to be prepared. You have to be willing to sacrifice to do certain things. So, hey, look, 26 minutes to go in here. I got to cut it off now. This has been the episode 8 of the world famous Pool Talk. Keep pool talk and gym talk going. We got a new agenda once we get back that we've got to accomplish by December of 2024. Showtime. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, the Ancient Ones. Thank you, all that has blessed me. I'm blessed for my wife. I'm blessed for her family. She has a good family. I'm blessed for my family. They're still there, you know. I'm blessed for friends and everybody. Thank you. And to everyone, I wish you peace, health, and wealth. Until later.